Alright, so you have this Marvel Mystery Oil.
That's the same stuff you use like on all your air tools, your stuff over there. You ever notice a little canister and it has red oil in it?
Yep.
And then, did you ever look in the cabinet and
Yep.
see
I've seen that.
That's to put in the air nailers and that.
Right. And that's Marvel Mystery
Oil, yeah.
And you can just get that at any auto parts store?
Well, Myers carries it.
Myers, okay, alright. So you have this outer throttle cable. This is the outer, and you run that air tool oil through it, make sure it comes out the end.
Right.
And then this is the inner.
That's the inner cable.
Inner cable, and now you have to run that. So you don't put that cable in there now.
Otherwise, it'll be fighting it.
So you put it into the sock first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know. That's why I'm asking these questions.
That's if this thing will follow through, which I hope it will. I think it will because it's all nice and straight. It's not damaged.
So you run it through.
Oh, yeah, I already wore a hole in it. Didn't I tell you it would?
Yes. Yes, you did. So you run it through this protective sock, and that comes out up here.
Yeah. Probably trying to make this bend and can't.
Do you need help? How can I help?
Oh my God! Attention. It's fighting the pressure.
Do you want me to push, or?
Yep. It's on its way. You might have to straighten it a little bit. It's almost up there. Gotta be damn close.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Might have to shake it a little bit. See, you got the inner wire running inside of it too.
Yeah.
Kill switch.
Yeah, I can feel it there.
Yeah, it's gotta be damn close.
It's right here. It's right here. I can feel it.
We'll straighten that out the best you can.
I have it straight. The best I can. You're almost there. Yep, there it is. It came out.
Pull that out a little bit.
Oh, I don't know.
There you go. Good.
Okay, all right. So now that's through. So now you run it through
The guide.
the guide.
Yeah, now I gotta put the inner cable in.
Sorry. And so you had to take off the filter and the
Air cleaner assembly?
the air cleaner assembly, of course. That's what it's called. Do you have to prep that cable at all or do anything to it?
You can, but I got plenty of oil in it. That's
Okay.
all through the whole thing.
Okay. So now you take the pointy end.
And that way you can't take the other end and put it in.
No, because it has that weird...
Right, it's got the attachment for it. I might be fighting it. There she's going. See, if I oil this up and I'm on the floor, there's a good possibility that you can get dirt and you're going to pick it up and put it on the table.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
This thing will make that bend. About right. The old man needs something to sit on.
That's all right. So what do you have to do now?
I got to fasten the cable down so it don't move.
Okay. I can't see either.
end of it into the hole.
Yeah, I saw there's a hole there, and so that just goes around the outer assembly.
The outer part of the cable. And you're not working with the best of light over here either.
Would you like me to get you a flashlight?
No. I got it.
And so that clamps down on the...
Holds the cable in place.
Holds the cable in place, so you tighten it down real tight.
I wonder from... it should be enough. I have to see where we're at up there. If I have to adjust it, I can.
So you tighten it down tight and the inner cable doesn't move?
Yeah. And you have to hook this in like so. Which you can't see that well. There it is.
Okay, so then it goes into that little hole there. You cock it at an angle and it fits right in. Hang on!
And they give you a lot of cable.
Man, they gave us a lot.
That'd be about right coming up through here. This thing was like about an inch shorter than the original one.
So now you put it through that guide up by the throttle. Through that guide.
That's better.
So you took a little slack out of it.
Yeah, that's what I did. Now I'll have to put cable ties on it. Then I'll even take it.
So then you're tightening that down, that screw.
But that's shorter, so this cable won't pull out
So
of
that
that
cable won't pull out. Okay.
And now if you happen to pull on this, you can see that go back there and you'll see the throttle moving.
Yes, I can see the throttle moving when you pull on the cable. Okay.
He had this pulled out just enough that this part was dragging the ground. See how it started wearing through?
Yes, I see how it's wearing through. So you have to zip tie it all.
Put the cable ties on it and tape it.
Okay.
Which is no big deal now.
What's that nut and...
It goes on the throttle.
Okay.
That's what holds the cable in place.
Sorry. I'm sorry for being in your way.
Huh?
I'm sorry for getting in your way. So there's a hole on the throttle
Handle. Yeah.
And you're putting that...
I'm just trying to put it back together, then I can put that on. There we go.
So you come up from the bottom.
There we go. That's just a star washer to help hold it so the nut don't back off.
So you put the star washer on, and then you put a nut on.
Right.
And then do you put the...
Now I gotta kind of push that back down so I can get enough room to put the cable around it.
So then you just wrap the cable around that?
Yeah. But it has to come through and hold it.
Is there a hole in that
No.
bolt? No.
It's got a large washer on it that grabs the... I don't know if it's down enough that it should go through.
Oh, is it too tight?
There she goes.
Oh, okay. So you just take it right around that.
What you want to do is kind of pull this all the way around and get it behind it like that. I can get it all the way around there. There she is. But it's got to stay over there, and I don't know how much play I got before I start tightening it. I don't know if I got enough. Nope, I didn't got it over there.
Do you want to flip this over or something? Would it be easier to
No.
You just have to make sure it's wrapped around.
So it catches both parts of the cable. And you want it on this side so it catches on the throttle handle. If you don't, she'll walk off.
What do you mean? It's got to come.
This cable will climb off the lever.
Okay.
If you don't keep it on the left side.
Oh, okay. So you.
That's why you want to bend that around as far as you can so it don't.
You bend it around and then you face it out,
Cable is.
away from the person instead of back at them.
I don't want to do anything yet. I want to sink it down some more.
Okay, let's.
I still got plenty. Slot there, I gotta get in it. I don't want to flex it because if I do, I might pop it out. Come on.
If you pull it too hard, is that what you mean?
Huh?
If you pull it too hard, it'll pop out.
It could. I'm trying to keep it in there. There she is.
So you gotta use a screwdriver and a wrench.
Well, I'm just trying to get this snug. I might have to do it from underneath.
What size wrench is that?
3/8.
3/8 and a flathead screwdriver.
There, now she's nice and tight. See, if you run the cable on the right side, it has a good chance as it goes around and makes the bend, it climb off this lever.
Okay.
That's why I did it the way I did it. It'll always be on it and always work.
Can I flip this over so I can get a... So that's how you did it. Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure I get enough play in there.
How do you know if you have enough play in it?
It's loose.
And that's what you want?
Yeah.
You don't want it to be super tight.
No, but otherwise it would pull on the throttle.
Right.
You don't want to do that.
You want it a little loose.
See, it's loose. That's
Yeah.
what you want.
Okay.
Because if you don't, and you got, all right, let's say it's not loose and you got tension on it. What's happening?
You're revving up the...
You're revving up the engine and it's taking it off from the idle and it's just going to keep running racing.
Right.
You can't slow it down.
Got it.
Then you got to go back up there and pull the cable out and give it more.
Okay.
I just want to see how far. Squeeze that lever down there and I want to see if it goes all the way to full open.
All right. Squeeze in the lever. Squeezed.
Is that all the way?
That's all the way.
Yeah. It's just, if you squeeze it, you'll see it where it just comes up against this. It stops up against it.
All right. He squeezed the lever all the way.
See where it's touching the outer cable?
Yes, it's
The collar
touching.
on the-
Yeah, it's touching the outer.
All right.
Okay, I see what
We
you...
know it's all the way open.
That's all the way open. Got
Well, I mean, I could back it off of here and see if it'll open here.
it. No, I mean, it's right there.
Let me see what it does. Yeah, that's it. That's full open and I got a little bit left over and that's what you want.
Okay.
And all I have left now to do is put that back together and put the cable ties on.
Put the cable ties on. Put this back together, which...
Uh-huh.
How do you put that back on?
How do you put it back there?
I don't know.
It just goes right back down on it like this.
Listen, I'm a beaver moron. I don't know what I'm doing. You put that like that, and then
a
you...
beaver moron.
Beaver
I'll
moron.
take this off and clean it and blow it out.
How do you clean that? You just air hose?
Yeah. All it is a dust collector. But this looks like it's got some oil in it, so I'm going to clean it with salt.
What looks like it has oil in it? The filter?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And so what do you clean that with?
I said I was going to clean it in the solvent.
Oh, in the solvent. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I said I'm going to clean it in the solvent.
And so that's how you replace the throttle cable.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Basically it.
Any other weird tips and tricks or anything?
No. got it all right there.
Well, thank you, Tom Ford. This has been very fascinating.
Yeah.